You promised there goes another promise. You said this would be the last time. You said that before. Going back on your promises, leaving us in tears, battered in bruises, blood seeping through fabric. I didn't ask for this, and I don't want, too young to understand. Hearing those screams over and over, hearing those bangs over and over. Sirens won't scare away the monsters. Cuffs are only temporary. This time is the last time. Change the locks, block the windows, throw away the broken pieces. Life goes on until your heart feels weak. Here comes the next round. It's a cycle that never breaks. We were fine replacing the damage that was caused. Don't wanna be another number, but we're joining the list. Wonder if the blues know the pattern. Have they figured it out? Do they roll their eyes? Don't save us, let the neighbors hear. This time you'll spill out on the streets. Everyone's lights are off, doors are locked. They're still nosy, won't help, just watch. Hear the blood-curdling screams, listening to the begs. You promised, there goes another promise. You said this would be the last time. You said that before. I don't know where you are, please don't be dead. Now it's my turn. Caught up in the horrors of something I don't understand. Now it's my turn. An easy target, perfect target to the monster. I'm just a rag doll. Now it's my turn. Calling out your name, please don't be dead. Now it's my turn. You promised we'd run, we'd hide. You promised, find a savior, find freedom. You promised. Now it's my turn. Okay, so You Promised was actually inspired by somebody I know. So I don't really want to go into details, but for this I will. I'll just not use names. Okay, so this particular person I know has been separated for quite a while, and that was fine. But the person that they're separated from is kind of a bit of a dick, and not, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what to use, but you know, not the one that you kind of joke around with, more like the one that you like rather punch in the face. Yeah, I mean, there's only one kind of dick, right? So they've been separated for quite a while, no big deal, but recently this particular person let this particular dick back into their life, and things are bumpy, so to speak. So it's quite interesting. So that's what You Promised was about. It's about somebody I know and their uncomfortable relationship. I say uncomfortable because being around them is uncomfortable for someone like me, who it's like, okay, well, you and that person were great separated because, you know, you didn't have to deal with them, and you didn't have to, you know, end up in tears 99% of the time. But now they're back in your life. You're not together, but they're back in your life, and it's really awkward because now I have to hear you whinge about them, and now I have to hear about how they make you feel bad and this and that, and it's like, okay. So yeah, You Promised is, I guess, a light on domestic violence, but it's also inspired by a friend. Yay! So yeah, And then the sad thing is, there are also a lot of children who get caught up in situations that they're too young to understand, and it's heartbreaking because children don't know what's going on. Why is mummy crying? Why is daddy, covered in blood? Why is the police outside? Why are we at the hospital? Why are we this? They don't understand, and it's scary for them. And I think that's what a lot of adults in domestic violence situations don't quite understand, is that as an adult you can, to an extent, deal with domestic violence, but as a kid it has a lasting impact. Trust me on that. It will screw your kid up more than your abusive partner. So if you've got children, you should attempt to leave safely from your DV relationship. Even if you don't have children, you should also attempt to leave safely from your DV relationship, because that's not worth putting your life in jeopardy for. And I get it's hard because you probably love your partner, but they're beating the crap out of you, and it's really not worth staying around if you're going to end up black and blue every night. So if possible, get out. I know it's easier said than done, but next time you go to the doctors to treat an injury, say something to them. Next time you have to fill out a police report, say something to them. Next time you have to take your kid to the hospital because your domestic violent partner took it out on the kid, say something. Don't sit there going, I can handle it, because it is a lot harder the longer you stay in it. Okay? So I think I will leave on that before I rant on and say something that's gonna make this really awkward. So, bye.
Get up!